First, a dog finds a man, and then the man finds the dog, and then both bond together in a wonderful relationship and try to find love, friendship, and life in each other. Hi friends, you're watching movie reviews with Raghuram. In this video, I am sharing my experience of watching the Kannada movie 777 Charlie on big screen. I should tell you, it was a wonderful experience of watching this movie, and it was definitely an emotional roller coaster. There were many scenes in the movie which made me emotional, wet-eyed, and heavy-hearted. This movie will also hit you hard, very hard at times. Impactful and damn emotional movie, I should tell. I never wiped my eyes watching any movie as much as I did while watching 777 Charlie. Right at the beginning of the movie, a voiceover tells, if you're lucky enough, a dog will come into your life and change your life. Yes, that is what the movie is all about. At the beginning of the movie, we are introduced to a character called Dharma. His life is unkempt and his life cycle is routine, damn routine. A little girl in the neighborhood asks Dharma, Uncle, why don't you smile at all, at any time? Every day before going to work, Dharma starts his bike and then hits hard the clamp of the gate to close the gate. That clamp had never helped him to close the gate till now. He knows that in spite of that, he keeps doing it. That is also a part of his routine and his frustration. The subtle fury on his face is clearly visible. He hardly speaks or gets involved in conversation with anyone. But Dharma claims that he is normal, but the way the people look at him and judge him is quite abnormal. His home interiors are really messy, if you can call it as a home, and Charlie Chaplin keeps flashing on his television screen. In the life of such a Dharma comes a dog. Dharma tries many ways to get rid of this dog, but he cannot. A chain of events eventually bring Dharma and Charlie in a bond of love, friendship, and good relationship. Then comes the interval of the movie with the twist in a tale. This will surely make you emotional and definitely create a lump in your throat. You definitely feel the interval was not at all necessary. But the interval is necessary to fine-tune our emotions, to catch up with the wonderful road trip and that beautiful journey of Dharma and Charlie, which you would experience in the second half of the movie. You might ask, why did Dharma and Charlie had to make that road trip? Well, my friends, to know that you need to watch the movie 777 Charlie, where only in theaters. And at the end of the road trip, you get to see an emotional and heartbreaking climax. But the director will once again resuscitate you and your emotions by giving you plenty of smiles in the credit section. Don't miss that. Don't run out of the theaters immediately after the movie is over. Charlie is the real hero of the movie. How I wonder what kind of training is this? I haven't seen any dog show so many wide array of emotions and expressions just like human beings, or even more than that, even better than that. Charlie, you are genius. You have won our hearts. Let me share with you a few scenes involving Charlie and Charlie's emotions. In one scene, Dharma has sold the dog Charlie to the other people. The new owners have come to take away the dog. While being pulled out by the new owners, the dog Charlie suddenly stops with a jerk, turns around and looks with emotional eyes at Dharma. Charlie looks at Dharma with quizzing eyes, as if asking him, seriously, boss, have you really sold me to other people? Don't you value my emotions? Is this what we call friendship and bonding? Wow, lovely emotions by Charlie. At that moment, look at Charlie's expressive and emotional eyes. You too will get tears in your eyes. And when Dharma goes back to get the Charlie back home, you should once again watch the emotions of Charlie. The expression shown by Charlie, the way Charlie jumps and hugs Dharma. Man, I was missing you. I was waiting to come back to you. Those expressions, fantastic, unbelievable, brilliant camera work. There is yet another scene where Charlie shows wonderful expressions when Dharma saves her. The expressions and emotions on the dog's face are also worth watching when Charlie chases the ambulance following Dharma to the hospital when he gets injured. In yet another scene, when Dharma is having an argument with the neighbors and he turns around to search for Charlie, Charlie has come and stood by his legs. Charlie scratches Dharma's legs cutely and looks up to him as if telling, "Buddy, I am here, look at me." How can a dog get such expressions and emotions, man? How can it get so many expressions, varying expressions, various shades of emotions in its eyes and face? Unbelievably fantastic. The best expressions and emotions of Charlie can be seen in that dog competition. Watch out for that dog competition episode. Wonderful, wherein Dharma and Charlie exchange those beautiful emotions. The turmoils both these characters are undergoing. The emotional chemistry between these two characters. Wonderful, which again gives us lump in our throat, tears in our eyes, and makes our heart very, very heavy. Look out how Charlie is trying to convince Dharma and suppress his anger. Charlie is following Dharma. Charlie is scratching his legs and chest, licking him and hugging him as if asking for an apology. And the bestest scene is "I love you" to hug between Charlie and Dharma. Wow, that is one of the beautiful emotional scenes ever created between a man and a pet on the big screen. Hats off. Apart from this, we can also see a naughty Charlie, a joyous Charlie, and an ecstatic Charlie in the movie. How many scenes should I tell? Charlie is a dog or Charlie is a god. Charlie has not only taught Dharma how to lead a meaningful life, but she has also given us lessons and plenty of thoughts to ponder upon. And Rakshit Shetty as Dharma, what an act, man. Hats off. Getting into the skin of the character and giving a brilliant performance is Rakshit Shetty. Perfectness personified in each and every frame. Brilliant acting. Rakshit Shetty almost has no dialogues or monologues in the first half. Even in the second half, he gets very less to speak. But he allows his face, his eyes, and his body language do the acting. Brilliant, man. And what a gesture by Rakshit Shetty. What a gesture. He allows Charlie the dog to run the story of the movie and allows her to be the lead. Rakshit Shetty as Dharma has totally submitted to the brilliant acting of Charlie the dog and has kept his act subtle yet effective. Take a bow, Rakshit. Take a bow. And Rakshit Shetty's acting in the last 20 minutes, the climax of the movie, is just awesome. Rakshit Shetty has nailed it in the final moments. The other part of the cast ensemble of 777 Charlie is also awesome and brilliant. Perfect casting, I should tell. Raj B. Shetty gives you perfect doses of humor every now and then in the way only he can. Sangeeta Sringeri is just beautiful and brilliant in her acting. Very good screen presence, I should tell. Sangeeta Sringeri should get more opportunities and she should do more and more movies in future. She's a very good talent. The little girl Sharvari as Adrika is so cute, man. So cute is that girl. Little princess, so adorable. Look at her beautiful eyes, beautiful expressions, beautiful emotions. The way she delivers the dialogues. Wow, little champ. Where did these people find this little cute princess? The Bobby Simha and Danish Sates episodes are also good. And so are the episodes of the old couple at the tea stall which come very often in the movie. Senior actors H.G. Somashekar Rao and Bhargavi Narayan have given brilliant performances in the short roles what they get. Look out how their story gradually shapes out and gets connected to Dharma's story. Every subplot adds value and emotions to the story. And yes, the story of how Charlie gets the name Charlie is also very interesting. And of course, the Charlie Chaplin connection to the story, watch out for that. And the road trip of Dharma and Charlie, which comes in the second half of the movie, is the real high point of the movie, filled with emotions. Every event happening in that particular road trip, the motive of the journey, the chemistry between Dharma and Charlie throughout the journey, the dog show, the Bobby Simha episode, and everything leading to the climax, an emotional climax. Just awesome. All the episodes in the second half will definitely shake you up. Be ready for that. Don't try to wipe your eyes. You can't, you shouldn't. The movie 777 Charlie has two different moods, two different tempos in the first half and in the second half, divided by an interval. The Dharma flashback and the Charlie flashback are also really interesting and emotional. And look at the transformation in the character of Dharma in the second half of the movie. The character of Dharma is slowly molded throughout the length of the movie. And in the second half, you can see major transformations in his character, in his attitude, in his approach, in his behavior, in his perspectives, in his vision of life. His character is brilliantly molded by the director just as a wet ball of mud is molded into a pot. And hence we get to see various shades and layers of the character of Dharma. And who is the potter? Charlie is Dharma's potter and partner. It is really interesting to see how the director has beautifully connected the mythological story of Dharma Raja, Yudhishthira, and the dog with this particular story of Dharma and Charlie. Wonderful connection, sir. The cinematography of the movie is beautiful, awesome, and the cinematographer Arvind Kashyap plays well with the camera. The close shots to capture the emotions and expressions on the faces of Dharma and Charlie are just brilliant and awesome. The camera also captures beautiful locations, colorful sceneries, and provides us with a visual treat, especially in the second half, wherein the road trip or the road journey of Dharma and Charlie takes place. The music and background music of the movie is just superb. Nobin Paul, superb, fantastic work. The background music effectively helps in elevating the mood, the frames, the scenes, and the emotions in the movie as and when needed, and forms a clean blend with the story and story narration of the movie. The songs of the movie are also good and situational. Sahapati, the song Sahapati is and will always be my favorite. The dialogues of the movie are well written, especially the funny ones. Putting it into a nutshell, first of all, the concept of the movie and the idea of materializing this particular concept into a big screen experience, telling a beautiful and emotional story of the bonding between a man and his pet in a way in which it has never been tried before. Good writing, engaging screenplay, and brilliant direction by Kiran Raj K. All these components put together in actual terms makes a 777 Charlie what it is. And of course, the wonderful and unforgettable chemistry between Dharma and Charlie. You are going to remember these two characters for life. If you are a owner of a pet, you will feel proud and happy. You will feel like going back home and hugging your pet, especially if it is a dog. And if you don't have pets, you would definitely love to get a Charlie to your home. 777 Charlie is a rare and special experience, not to be missed in block letters. And take home some morals and messages from the movie. You get plenty of them. I would love to rate this movie 10 out of 10, and then still I will not be doing justice to this movie. Actually, 777 Charlie is beyond rating, and I will not be rating this movie. I can just tell, I love you Charlie, I love you Dharma. Thanks for watching my video. If you loved my video, kindly like, share and subscribe to my channel. I'll catch up with you all in my next video with yet another movie review. Until then, do take care. Goodbye. Namaste. And do watch 777 Charlie on the big screen. It is an experience, believe me. An experience which you would carry home, an experience which you will never forget.